Dear friend, I'm writing to invite you to my birthday party. It's been a while since my birthday, but I was too sad to celebrate at the time. Remember when we were younger and we'd get to school and hand out invitations to everyone in our class, like those thick cardstock invitations, and we had to invite every single person because it was rude not to, so the shitty kids who picked on everyone had to come too, and then everyone would give you a gift each, and it was always like a game or a t-shirt or a scarf you'd never wear. And the food was really good, like lots of candy and those triangle sandwiches and those little sausages. When I turned 10, I celebrated with a Hannah Montana themed party, and I had Hannah Montana plates and cups and hats, probably. And I made everyone dress up as different characters. Like, I actually wrote in their invitations, hey, you're gonna be this guy or this girl and whatever. Only I was Hannah though, obviously, and I wore this great belted gold sequin dress that made me look like a disco ball. I used to be really into my birthday, like planning for ages, making lists, picking my outfit months before into my birthday. Last year was different, I guess, because my cat died and I was turning 20. And listen, I have never been one of those people that's like, oh my god, I'm turning 20, I'm getting so old, but I guess a lot of stuff is ending now and I don't really know what to do about it. I'm not even worried about not being a teenager anymore. It's more like things are moving and I'm floating around not being able to act on them. So I didn't plan anything, but I got a surprise party anyway, which was a good reminder that things work out on their own sometimes. I also got a rain poncho. I was going to wear it in London, but I got too embarrassed. It was easier to be 6 years old when nothing was embarrassing. And when I'd see an airplane and feel really strange, like I was disjointed from everything else and standing on top of a planet looking down. I get the same feeling with tall buildings or light-up signs in the distance. They just make me feel weird, like I'm too far away from everything. But when I was 6, it didn't really matter that I felt weird or that I didn't know how to do math and I could run however I wanted and my mum could walk me to my classroom and it was normal. And it felt a lot safer, you know. When I turned 3, I had this huge birthday party and my dad filmed the whole thing. I looked lost throughout it, but I guess you can't really hold a 3-year-old to a very high social standard. I'm almost 21 now, but I still have trouble making small talk and understanding social cues. One time someone asked me, "What's up?" and I literally walked away because the prospect of having to come up with something to say made me too nervous. I can't really recognize most of the people in the video, but there were puppets and face paints and cake, and even then I had no idea what to do when everyone was singing happy birthday to me other than awkwardly stand there. Even then I was too big, taking up too much space, not knowing how to handle my body, trying to make myself smaller in the hopes that no one catches me doing it. Here's me telling a little boy that he can't have cake yet, which is the ultimate proof that I haven't developed in 17 years.
Mas tem que se partir. A minha mãe nos deixa comer.
I was born defensive, ready to fight anyone who thought I was wrong. At this age, I was a biter, and I hit my sister over the head with a Barbie every time the storyline didn't go the way I wanted it to. Even as a 3-year-old, I had to have control over everything. Except now I don't, but I think that might just be a universe giving me the middle finger kind of thing, more than a me letting go kind of thing. I just don't feel like a person a lot of the time. Sometimes I'll look in the mirror for a really long time until my face doesn't look like a face anymore, just a square shape, and I have to touch it to make sure I'm there. Then I'll count my freckles to come back. I've got 23 right now. Then I'll blink and scrunch my nose and smile at myself and I'm good. I don't mind looking at my face though. It doesn't contribute to the 1 meter 80 centimeter mass that builds me. A body that passes people on the street and receives stares in return because of its length. A body that isn't graceful or lean, that doesn't manage to sneak through cracks without breaking down the whole wall. All legs and arms and 2 big feet and long hair, never quite knowing how to move or when to laugh. Taking up too much space is a feeling of inadequacy that doesn't ever seem to go away. Don't get me wrong though, I still wear whatever I want and go wherever I want. It just hits me sometimes that it's harder for me to hide. That might be why I like my birthday so much. I didn't feel the need to shrink myself. The whole point was to be the center of attention, but last year I was trying to ignore things that were inevitable and they caught up to me anyway. Like the fact that I was graduating university and the fact that I might be leaving my home, my family, my friends, my boyfriend, to find out that maybe I'm not that talented, just someone who had a lot of time on their hands and wasted it and then got nowhere anyway. Now that I've actually done what I needed to do for leaving to be a possibility, I keep having to remind myself to be cold and practical. Do what's best for me, take no prisoners, just do it, all of that fun stuff. Which means my last birthday might have been the last one for a while, at least as I know it. And the routine I've been following for years now is going to change, and I don't know who's going to be dragged along with it. It's all changing. Although it also means that I'll live where I've always wanted to, and maybe I'll be one of those girls who's walking through the streets of London and they're wearing a cool outfit and a fun hat or something, and they don't care how much space they take up. They look like they've got their life together, like leaving their country and everyone that matters behind was easy, because everyone that matters will be there when they go back. And that's enough for me to hold out hope.